a very, very tough game at West Ham, and we would have to do everything within our power to win that game to come out on top. We started off surprisingly. I was shocked at how well we started, but after that, after we went 2-0 up, same old story. Mikel Arteta and the team, hang your heads in shame, guys. We can't really put the blame on Saka 100% completely, but I mean, at 2-0 up, it should have been done and dusted. You know what I mean? Um, the substitution of Gabriel Jesus, I can't understand it for the life of me. I don't know where the sense was behind that. He was our best player at the time. The guy is 24 years of age. He's fit. He's strong. So why would we take him off? I'm after going all to the trouble of getting one of the lads here at work to turn off the radio, because that would be a copyright. So big up to Jehan, man. Thank you to Jehan for turning off the radio. Big up yourself, bro. Just so I can make this video, yeah. I'm in central London, guys. I just turned up at work and I said, you know what? I'm going to have a rant, and that's what's going to go down. Love me or hate me, guys. You know what I mean? Like it or not, I couldn't care less. It's been 19 years and waiting. And for a performance like that, when we got 2-0 up, we should have seized the initiative and shut the game down. Score on the break if we can. But to capitulate like we did, the missed penalty, the bad decisions, bad decision making, the substitutions were never going to happen for us. Just not good enough. And that's more or less that, guys. I mean, people can say what they want, they can think what they like, but that's more or less that for this season for us. We're not going to win the league. It's just not going to happen. That would be Manchester City's. And they are the best team in the league and they deserve it. We can have no qualms. But 2-0 up, we should have just sorted the game out, taken it from there. I can imagine what Liverpool or United would have done in that situation, or Manchester City. They would have put the game to bed. You know what I mean? They would have been all over. But of course, Arsenal capitulate. The penalty miss from Saka was unfortunate. All the pressure was on his young shoulders, rather unfairly, in my opinion. He has been our best player this season, but he should have put that one away. And everything hinged on that. We went from being possibly 3-1 up, then to suddenly conceding and it being 2-2. We were 2-1 up at the time. We got a fortuitous penalty decision. Missed the penalty that would have put us 3-1 up. And next minute, West Ham went up the field and they made it 2-2. And from there on out, we barely had a shot on target. No, after starting like we did, we should have done better. I mean, of course, they were going to come back into the game at some point, but we should show that resilience, that fight, and that determination to shut the game down. You know what I mean? But, of course, like any team under Mikel Arteta, they bottled it. And not for the first time. Completely capitulated. Partey had a game to forget. Absolute nightmare. He brought on Trossard, who's a decent player who can do something for you as a false nine. He brought on Jorginho, who gave us a bit of a grip in the midfield. But by then it was game over. By then it was already 2-2 and West Ham were settling for a draw. They were letting us have the ball in areas where we couldn't hurt them, and they were very dangerous on the counter. They could have easily won that game. You know what I mean? So that's basically it. That's the league for the season. We're not going to be champions this season, of course, thanks to Arteta. So that's basically it. People overreacting, Arteta this out, Arteta out, blah, blah, blah. I actually agree with them. I've always been Arteta out, I have to be honest with you. But this season, when the team were doing so well, I decided to kind of push along with them, you know. Simple as that. I decided to actually support the team, like I always have done, of course, but I decided to support them this season and actually push along with them. You know what I mean? That's what was basically going on, guys. And that's what happened. So I don't think there's any more to say than that. What can I say? I think that's it for this season anyway. We're obviously not going to be champions. Goes without saying. Let me just get a drink of water there, guys. We're obviously not going to be champions. That goes without saying. That's all over now for us. Done and dusted for the season. It'll be a long time waiting until we win the league again. Should Arteta go if we don't win the league? Well, we're not going to win the league, so he might as well pack his bags now. It's a done deal. It's over. You know what I mean? We're finished. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. What can I say? Done and dusted. I imagine a lot of people are shocked now and surprised by this, maybe, and a little bit, yeah, aggrieved and upset and annoyed, and they should be. But the last couple of weeks has been tough for Arsenal fans because we have realised our own fate and that we would not be champions this season, and we have realised that. And that maybe has been a little bit hard for a lot of Arsenal fans to take, but that is the reality of it, and that is the honest to God truth of the situation. That is where the club are at the moment, and that's all we have to offer, and there's nothing else. We will not be champions this year, of course, it goes without saying, and we're done, and that's basically it for us this season. No more to be said. So, chin chin. 2-0 up, just like we were against Liverpool. Okay, Liverpool are a far more dangerous team than West Ham, in all due respects to West Ham. But yet, Liverpool were at home, West Ham were at home. But we should have put this game to bed. 2-0 up, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. The penalty, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If Saka wasn't feeling confident, why not let Jesus take it? I mean, you're telling me that man can't score a penalty? He's a striker. So we're done. And that's it for the season. And there's no more to be said. Like I said, imagine a lot of Arsenal fans are upset about this now. And are shocked at the result. And this, that and the other. But for me, it was always on the cards. If any of you watched my preview earlier, yeah, I said that we were going to struggle in this game, and that's how it worked out. You know what I mean? No more to be said about it. To be honest, what can you say? You know what I mean? What can you say? That's always the way it was going to be. So we bottle it, we lose, and that's it. We draw, I mean, but it might as well be a loss. Alright, so I'm going to leave this one here. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think. And yeah, big up, man. Yeah, we bottled it, man. We bottled it. Plain and simple. Bottled it, man. We're 2-0 up, amigo. 2-0 up, and we should have been coasting. And that should have been the end of that. You know what I mean? I'm in work, as you can see, my friend. I haven't started yet, but I will soon. But we were 2-0 up. Had it in the bag as such. And just let it go. As simple as that. Nobody can tell me, right, that we were unlucky. You know what I mean? It was just a terrible performance. Saka, I mean, I don't want to pick on him, but if he wasn't feeling comfortable, why didn't Gabriel Jesus take it? Before he was taken off, I don't know where the decision went to take him off. He's been our best player in the game. So why would we take him off? It just doesn't make any sense. It don't make any sense. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We're done. That's it for the season. No more to be said. Done and dusted for us, to be honest. And that is disappointing because we've had an alright season. But this game was something different. This game was something different. You know what I mean? This game was something different. Yeah. That's it, amigo. You said it. What did I actually title this video as? Could you tell me the title of this video, man? What did I actually title this as? I've been in such rage, I don't think I even paid attention to it. Title chances, Arsenal title chances gone. I think that's what I titled it as. But yeah, c'est la vie. That's it for us this season, unfortunately. So we'll have to look to the new season, and hopefully we can do something there. Yeah, Arsenal title chances over. I think that's a good enough title, don't you? Um, Look, the team have done well this season. The team have done well this season, but we really honestly need to part ways with Arteta if we don't land the league. And guys, we're not going to win the league, okay? So we're not going to win the league this season. We're not going to win anything, but we need to part ways with Arteta. And this is a knee-jerk reaction. We've had an all right season, and the team have done absolutely everything they could to land the title. But we didn't strengthen suitably in January, and we should have strengthened much more than we did. And now look at us. Now look where we are. You know what I mean? The whole world is laughing at us. Let's be honest about that now. All the other fans out there, they're like, oh, commiserations, but you can be sure in the back of their minds they're laughing at. Chelsea fans, United fans. But Spurs probably aren't laughing because they got nothing to laugh about. But all the other teams, you know what I mean? The bigger clubs, can't include Spurs in that, of course. All the bigger clubs, they're laughing at us. Let's be honest about this now, yeah. I'm having a bit of a rant here, but I think I deserve to. They are absolutely laughing at us. This rant is going nowhere as well, guys, because I've not started work for over half an hour. So I'm not going anywhere. You know what I mean? So deal with it. But they're all laughing at us now. And they're delighted that we're not going to win the league. They are delighted that we messed up again. 2-0 up today. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. The perfect start. We had the perfect start to the game. We had the ideal start to the match. We cannot complain about that. There can be no complaints. We had an ideal start to the game. Ideal. We were 2-0 up. We were in control. We were cruising. And then we just lost the plot. I mean, like, champions, mentality of the team, the mentality of a championship winning team, of a title winning team, they push on from there. They push on, they push on, they push on. They don't capitulate. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. So there you have it. Welcome along to everybody watching this, guys. I see 5 people tuning in. You can't be happy with the result, guys. If you're all Arsenal fans, I mean, honestly. McManus, he has to go. I'm sorry, but other than Trossard, we did nothing in January. Didn't do enough last summer. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Competent there from McManus, guys. He has to go. I'm sorry, but other than Trossard, we did nothing in January and didn't do enough last summer. I'm sorry, Arteta just isn't the man for a job. Get Ancelotti. Yeah, we didn't do enough in the transfer window. And to be honest, if we had bought better, it would have seen us through. And it would have pushed us through. You know what I mean? It would have pushed us through and got us where we needed to be. Instead, we find ourselves in this position. Title's over. The league is over. It's as simple as that. Done. There's no more to say. It's done. People saying like that the tickets for the last game of the season, Arsenal's last home game against Wolves, £2,000. What kind of fool would pay that to go watch that shower? You know what I mean? What you want to watch? A Saka penalty miss? Honestly, like, I mean, if he wasn't certain about taking a penalty, give it to someone else. Someone with a pair of balls. Pardon my French, guys. If he wasn't able to take it, the pressure was on today, yeah? The pressure was on. Let's be honest about that. The pressure was on. We got ourselves in a good position. We looked to be coasting. Everything was rosy in the garden, as we say in Ireland. Everything was rosy in the garden. Then we looked around and we got caught. Look, not good enough. Not good enough. You know what I mean? Exactly, man. McManus Gaming. I'm sick of this club of bunch of bottle jobs. Guys, if you haven't already, check out his channels. He has the McManus Gaming and he has McManus Sense. All men that like to smell good, want some tips, some nice aftershaves, some nice scents when they're actually going out on the town. You know what I mean? Going into the club trying to pull a bird. Check out the McManus Sense, yeah? Check out the channel and you set your right, guys. Make sure that you're up there with it, you know what I mean? That you're on the ball when you go into the club or whatever. You can get yourself a lady. But look, back to the business end of things. Shocking. Diabolical. Embarrassing. Catastrophic. Unimaginable. And completely the team's fault. and Arteta's fault. Can't blame West Ham, can't blame City. It was still in our hands. Still in our hands. And that's the kind of performance they produced. Thomas Partey, absolutely diabolical. When the pressure comes on, when the heat comes on, guys, these guys just want to get out of the kitchen. Shocking, embarrassing. Made no sense. The decision, yeah, another one from McManus throwing the season away in 2 games, pathetic. The decision to substitute Jesus, he was our most dangerous player. Why take him off? That made no sense whatsoever. Even if he doesn't score, the guy is 24, if I'm not mistaken. He played 60 minutes. He's fit. He's raring to go. Why take him off? If I was Jesus, I would have flipped out, man, if Arteta tried to take me off. He would have had to physically come on the pitch and lock onto me, grab hold of me and drag me off. I wouldn't have been going nowhere. No way. I got a point to prove. You know what I mean? Jesus still has a point to prove. And this is a game where we needed him, where he could work his magic and get us something. Taking him off was a big mistake. Holding in defence saved us a few times. Ramsdale looked shaky. Ramsdale looked shaky on a lot of occasions, and I have been nothing but the biggest fan of Aaron Ramsdale. He was very shaky today. Saka had a stinker. Never mind the penalty, yeah. A stinker. Ramsdale, not at it. Holding saved us on occasion, and I've always been one to kind of criticise him because he's an awful defender. But he saved us today on a couple of occasions. Tierney also saved us with a couple of important blocks. Partey, rubbish. Saka, rubbish. Ramsdale, very, very nervous. So there you have it. And this is where we find ourselves. You happy with that, Arsenal fans? You happy with this? Is this the standards that we are going to reach under Arteta and no more? Are you happy with it? Are you happy with that kind of performance? I mean, it was shocking. So I know I just got to hold on to this because I got on a bit. We're travelling across London. But it was an absolutely shocking performance. And don't anybody tell me any different. Yeah? People living in a fantasy world. Well, that's it for us this season. How'd you like a bit of that? How does that feel? We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. It's over. It's going to be an all-league title this season, guys. All these plastic fans, these Arteta sexuals, whatever you want to call these boys, they need to wake up to reality, yeah? This is the old school gunner here. I supported the team for as long as I can remember. Almost my whole life. Not quite as long as McManus or Arsenal Alex, but a hell of a long time. Or Kyle Walsh, but a hell of a long time. Or Del Boy for that matter. But a performance like this, when we were 2-0 up, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, lads. We were on the pig's back at that point. 2-0 up, perfect start. You go on from there, you kick on, like champions do. This team ain't no champions, man. With that kind of performance, we were flying. 2-0 up, perfect start. They were all over the place. They were reeling. And somehow we let them get in the ascendancy. The penalty missed then. We were 2-1 up. Penalty would have made it 3-1. All of a sudden, we missed the penalty. They went up the other end and scored 2-2. Game on. And from there on out, we were done. It ended 2-2 in the end, which is the disappointing thing. But to be honest, they should have beaten us. They hit the bar with that header laid on. But they should have beaten us. You know what I mean? Would have taught us a lesson. But they might as well have beaten us. A point is no good. A point is no good either way. Fighting for a point. So what good is a point? City are like that now, by Pep and the lads are rubbing their hands at this. And they're laughing. Another title for them. You know what I mean? And really, okay, they've played well recently. But I mean, McManus with the comment, Arteta's taken us as far as he can, but it's shown me he's not the man for the job. Get an elite manager in. It's a waste to see the talented players we have go to waste. They're going to go to waste under Arteta. Simple as that. I went all to the trouble, guys, of getting the manager here to turn the sound down in the restaurant, turn the music down for me to record this video. And I want to thank him for that. He's a gentleman. Thank you, Jehan. Big up himself, man. But absolute disaster. Absolute disaster is all I can say about that. Absolute catastrophe is all there is about it. No more to say. It couldn't have gone worse for us. How could it have gone worse? How could it possibly have been worse? How? We were all looking ahead to the Southampton game, get it back to the Emirates, take the 3 points today, and see what we can do against Southampton at the Emirates and give us some chance going into the Southampton game. We're still in with a shout, guys, before today's game. Before today's game, we were still in with a shout. But we need to fight. And we need to fight for each other, and fight for the club, and fight for the fans. And take it back to the Emirates and beat Southampton. But we needed to win today first. And then look forward to the City game and see what we can do. Not without a fight, guys. But today, shocking. No character, no heart, no determination, no balls, no passion, no fire, nothing. I mean, poor old Rocky Rocastle, guys. Poor David Rocastle will be turning in his grave. We saw this. Claude, the same. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Seriously. I'm only around the corner from the stadium here where I am in central London, guys. Yeah? The stadium's only out the road there. 15 minutes, whatever. Shocking. Shocking, shocking, shocking. I was going to go outside the stadium on Thursday before the Southampton game and see what's going on. You know what? I think I'll just stay at home and do a preview of the game. Maybe do a watch along and do a review. And boost my channel. And think to myself, going out to the stadium for that? Go shower. Get out my back, by. Better things to be doing. You know what I mean? Better things to be doing. So that's all there's about it. Embarrassing. You know what I mean? Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm glad I wasn't watching the game because I pulled my hair out. There's a lot of very upset Arsenal fans out there now, which I can understand. It was a terrible, terrible performance. And what more can I say? Shocking stuff from the team. Shocking stuff. Absolutely awful. I mean, and this isn't a knee-jerk reaction or an overreaction, guys. Okay, City have been going well recently, yeah? And the pressure was on after they won yesterday. But it was still in our own hands. Win today, we had the perfect start. 2-0 up. Take it back to the Emirates on Friday. See what we can do against Southampton. And then take it down to the next game against City. And see what we can do there. But no. At least if we took it and we did something today and we beat Southampton and we lost out to City, at least we could say we tried. But to do it like this, to go out like this, with that performance, second half, and after being 2-0 up, never mind the penalty miss from Saka. These things happen, yeah. He has been our inspiration this season. He's been one of our better players. Partey had a nightmare. Holding actually didn't do too bad. I've always criticised him. He didn't do bad. Tierney didn't do too bad. Ramsdale was all over the shop. Partey was the worst player on the field. The best player on the field for us was Jesus. We took him off for some reason. And our attacking threat went out the window. And we want to win the game. Okay, he was getting balled up at that point, but we made other changes that made us more dangerous in attack. But leave Jesus on, because someone's got to be up there to put the ball in. You know what I mean? He missed one chance and Arteta took him off. He missed a difficult shot. Next minute he was off. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Simple as. Let me check through the comments. Last one from McManus. Arteta's taking us as far as he can, but it's showing me he's not the man for the job. Get an elite manager in, get Edu out, get Vinia and Garlic out, get them all out. There you have it, guys. We were riding on the crest of a wave for a while. But now we're done. Throwing the season away in 2 games. Pathetic. You know what I mean? Absolutely pathetic. What a bunch of fairy boys. I mean, let's finish now and everyone will be like, oh God, you know, we're the real winners here. We should have won the league. We're the real winners. Respect to the team. That's what all these Arteta sexuals are going to be saying at the end of the season when we finish runners up. And the only reason we're finishing runners up is the other teams are too far behind. Touch wood. Honestly, guys, seriously, that's what we produce. That's what we give in a game of this importance. After being 2-0 up. That's the performance we give after all that, after being 2-0 up. That's what we come up with. This kind of, honestly, like, I mean, seriously, like, that's the performance we give. Let's be real for a second here, guys. Let's be real. Let's be real. Who thought we were actually going to win today? And furthermore, who thought we were going to win the league? Look, the league was beyond us, yeah. City have been firing on all cylinders recently, regardless of today's result. But we made it easy for them. Bottle jobs. Seriously. You can be disappointed, you can be this, you can be that, but you have to look at it realistically. They were going to win the league, we weren't. But we made it easy for them. We made it easy for them. 2-0 up. Okay, 2-0 up against Liverpool is a different kettle of fish at Anfield there. I mean, there's not many teams will survive and come out of there with anything. But today, with all due respect to West Ham, we had the players out there to do the job. Okay, they're a bit young maybe, a bit young, but this is our best chance. We are not going to do it next season. This was our chance to win the league. We are not going to do it next season. There's no way we're going to do it next season. Not a chance. Not a hope in hell. So no, this is where we find ourselves. Just desserts. We got our just desserts today. You know what I mean? We got our asses handed to us by West Ham. They showed us up for what we are. They showed us up for what we are, guys. Showed us up for what we are today. It was out there for all to see. The manner of the performance, the capitulation, the performances. Ramsdale had an absolute shocking game. Partey was crap, brutal. Saka didn't turn up. We played absolutely terrible. You know what I mean? So don't anybody tell me any different, yeah. We were completely off it from the very first minute. We got 2-0 up somehow. McManus game it again, disgraceful. I thought we would win today, and for 30 minutes we were. But to lose it on a 2-0 lead, unacceptable. And even after that, McManus, we did not respond. The mark of champions, respond in adversity. We were down, we were up against it. The chips were down, the shit was hitting the fan. Pardon my language. The chips were down, guys. We had to rise up and we had to turn it around. And we completely flopped. That is the mark of champions. In adversity, to rise above it. And to find a winner. And to find a way. Bringing in Ketia on at such a late time. What's Eddie going to do? We took our best striker off. You know what I mean? We took Gabriel Jesus off. Honestly. I mean, seriously. We have to look at ourselves now after that game. We have to look at ourselves. It was shocking. Absolutely shocking performance. Shocking performance from the team. Don't anybody tell me any different, yeah? Don't anybody try to tell me any different. So that's it for the league. The McManus says this was our chance to bounce back and show we are worthy of winning the league. We pissed it up the wall. And the subs. Why did they take Jesus off? When Jorginho came on, he got a hold of it in the midfield a little bit. But Jesus had been our best attacking player. Our most dangerous attacking player. And he's 24 years of age if I'm not wrong, guys. So why take him off? Why take him off? We need him on the field. You know what I mean? We needed him. They take him off? Don't make any sense. It does not make any sense. None whatsoever. Taking him off like that. I just don't know about it. Honestly, it's embarrassing. McManus came in. Jesus was a goal threat and we took him off and left Saka on. Exactly. And now look where we are. The game against Southampton on Friday, inconsequential. Inconsequential. There's nothing to aim for now. Well, we might win that game, but sure, where is that going to leave us? We needed to win today, first of all. Then look to the Southampton game. And then look to the City game, and who knows? But no. We made it easy for them. You know what I mean? It's like a shot in the dark. It was never going to happen. No way. No way, no way, no way. Guys, I'm monetized anyway, in case you don't know, yeah? So if you want to subscribe, if you want to donate a little bit to my channel, please do, yeah? Just under the message bar, just click the little dollar bill sign there and donate a little bit of money to the OSG. You know what I mean? And yeah, what else can I say? Embarrassing. Shocking. And that's all there is to say about it. 9 people tuning in. Great to have you along, guys. Fantastic to have you here. Wish it was under better circumstances, yeah? But we lost it big time today. And it was an absolute disaster from start to finish. We got to 2-0 up and we gave up. You know what I mean? And we let them get on top. We let them get in the ascendancy. We let them dictate the play. Partey was absolutely brutal. Antonio for West Ham had a stormer. You know what I mean? And he wasn't the only one. Big up to West Ham, man. Big up to Declan Rice. Supposedly he's an Arsenal player. It's this season we needed him, not next season. Seriously, this was our best chance in as long as I can remember. We're not going to find a better chance to win the league than this. It's not going to happen for us next season. Because all the other teams will have improved. And we'll be in the same position. Well, we actually won't be in the same position. We won't be top. This was our chance. This was our year to do it. Because we found ourselves in a very good position. And a lot of the teams around us having a lot of problems. That's not why we're top, but a lot of the teams around us struggling. And then we just throw it away and we bottle it. So there you go. That's all I have to say about that. I'm going to wrap it up there because I need to start work in a while. Food for thought, Arsenal fans. A wake-up call. You know what I mean? Wakey, wakey. Rise and shine. You know what I mean? All the Arteta fanboys. The Arteta specials will have all the excuses. We were ahead of schedule. 4th place was the target. Pathetic. We were in a title race. Champions League was the aim. I can hear it now. A bunch of knobheads. A bunch of nobodies. A bunch of fairy boys. Anyone that's going to be saying that, they're not living in reality. You know what I mean? A bunch of fairy boys, a bunch of knobheads, a bunch of dreamers. That's all they are. I want to pay any attention to anything they be saying. You know what I mean? I want to pay any attention to what they be saying. And it's as simple as that. So this is where we find ourselves, Arsenal fans. This is what our season has become. It's at its end now. It's done. We're done. You know what I mean? No more to say about it. It's a done deal. So that's it for the season. No championship, no Premier League glory, no nothing. So a lot of Arsenal fans need to take this on the chin, yeah? They need to wake up to the predicament that the club is in. Yeah? This has to happen. Sooner rather than later. Let this be a lesson to you all now, yeah? And this isn't McManus or me or Arsenal Alex or any of these guys or Kyle Walsh. This is the younger crew that support the club. The dreamers, the fantasists, the guys that only support the club because they think it's a fashion statement, it's some kind of statement, some social statement to support the club. This is what you get, guys. Be careful what you wish for, yeah? I've been hearing that a lot. Be careful what you wish for, yeah? I've had a couple of fools been saying that to me recently. Well, there we go. Be careful what you wish for, guys. Because this is what happens. You know what I mean? When you put an untried, inexperienced manager, yeah, former player, in charge. This is what you get. You don't get what George Graham did. You don't get what Arsene Wenger did. You get this. So, you reap what you sow, yeah? Be careful what you wish for, I've been hearing. Well, there you go, guys. Let that be a lesson to us now, yeah? We've been found out for what we are. And there can be no more said about it. A bunch of bottle jobs. You know what I mean? When it came to the crunch, when it came down to it, panic stations. A bunch of muppets out there. We needed men. We got boys. But we needed men Thomas Partey, hang your head in shame. Hang your head in shame, Partey. Ramsdale, not at it. Saka, didn't turn up. I could go on and on and on. The substitutions. Yeah, take off our best attacking player. Sure, take off Jesus after 60 minutes. The man is 24 years of age, guys. He can run for a full game. He's not injured. He's not out of breath. The guy is a young man. So we took him off. And he was our major attacking threat on the field. So you tell me, what sense does that make? What was the reason behind that? Don't make no sense. Our most dangerous player, our most dangerous attacking forward, and we take him off. No excuses. No excuses for that. There you go, guys. You reap what you sow, yeah? What I've been hearing recently. Well, there you go. That definitely happened with us anyway. Let that be a lesson to you all now, guys. You know what I mean? This is what happens. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Thank you to the McManus Sense. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your comments. And I hope this defeat doesn't affect you too much, man. It's a downer, no doubt. I need to start working now, so I need to pick myself up, yeah? And carry on. But look, take care of yourselves, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day as best you can. And yeah, blame the team and blame Arteta. There's no one else to blame in the situation. Bunch of bottle jobs. Smash the like in this video off me. Comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And donate to my channel, guys. I'm monetized. Send a couple of pound my way. Talk to you later, man. I will, bro. Keep the sunny side up, huh? Stay positive. Stay positive, man. And talk to you later, guys. Come on, you Gooners. No league title this season, guys. You know, it's a real shame. Adios.